don't know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could want to be gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it. Yeah, more action and no talk, I went quiet on it. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it. I don't be with me so basic. Boy, you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'ma slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the gold place. And if we pulling up with the whole squad, I get ready to told y'all that you better be running. I'm in my go yard when I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man, suck it if y'all in denial. I get the chip on them and I bust out the south side. Is that big of the guy? Boy, you stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus, private jet, private.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the Kansas City Chiefs. 2-1-2 teams, each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in Week 4.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone, and this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
Carry now for David Montgomery. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes. Folded like a lawn chair.
Scrimmage. It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep. Check it back. Check it, yellow. Watch twins.
Easy.
They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. Says, how are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but from both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
First down, Buffalo.
first down run there for Jacobs, but nothing doing as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it.
You don't see that a ton, do you? With the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Push him back. Push him back.
Now this time, Allen will throw. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 17-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. And he'll take this one down near the 15. The tackle made by Nicholas Morrow.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those three guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, the guys who play...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. DJ Chark, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bills have taken the early lead.
And that's exactly what you're supposed to do with good field position. You make the other side pay when you don't have far to go for the score.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
10 at the 48-yard line.
Mahomes going to throw.
They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
7-yard line.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Out to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it.
And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, though, if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
On 2nd down, Montgomery trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Brought down.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Check 15. Check 15.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Bills 7, Chiefs nothing.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
You ain't doing nothing today. Hey, 57, 57. Break now. 15. Watch the shot. Check. Yellow. Slip.
Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire.
And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10.
That's good.
5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
Here's Edwards-Helaire.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
One word comes to mind to me after that last play, and that's alert. That defense took a chance guessing the snap count, and they were so right. Got great push up front, and that forces 4th and goal.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays, and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And this is caught inside the 5. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
At the 1-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Firing Firing quickly is Allen. That's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Touchdown, Buffalo.
From 6 yards away. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
The score, Bills 14, Chiefs 3. Tyler.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
53, 43, 43, 15.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Looking downfield for Godwin. This is caught inside the 15.
Complete.
It's a gain of 34.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up.
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Kenny Young. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Chris Godwin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills will extend their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3. I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
49-yard line.
Round 80.
Here we go. Mike 50, Mike.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
Touchdown.
Josh Jacobs, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills continue to pour it on.
Sometimes running plays hit or break so fast, there's no reaction time from the secondary. So I've got to give credit to the offensive line for creating that hole so suddenly. And how decisive was he to take that cut and just go? No one downfield there to stop him.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Good. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. From the gun, it's Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. And his pass, incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
10 at the 36-yard line.
43.
Right back to Edwards-Helaire on 1st down.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. A 7-yard pickup.
Now Edwards-Helaire, and he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. The last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
That is
by the
one
time we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
Gain of 5 brings
Brandon,
up
5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs.
Josh Jacobs.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Looking downfield for Godwin. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Chris Godwin, his second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Makes the score Bills 42, Chiefs 6.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 25. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
3-yard line.
Once again, it's Jacobs. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
It's a
10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
First down.
All day, just like that. Just like that. Kill, kill, kill.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Allen looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
At the 9-yard line.
50 to Mike. Squeeze, double. Mike, 50.
Here's Jacobs. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the 13-yard line.
On play action, Allen able to find his running back, Geis. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it makes things a little more interesting now on 4th and goal.
But it's 4th down and goal.
Tyler Bass out for the Bills field goal from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Bass is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Completes it to Hardman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Right back to him for 10 more and a 1st. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
47-yard line.
They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Will find Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage. Back at the 43-yard line.
45. Chiefs 6.
But I can't go. No, I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And it may only be for pride now, but the Chiefs get a bit closer.
And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah? College, high school?
College. Not a heck of a lot of fun. I still remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs, I knew every note to their school's fight song.
Bet that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards, too.
Oh, no, there was no ice bath. You're just trying to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
At their own 25-yard line.
Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2000...
It got his man complete. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Chris Godwin, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bills add on. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
Mahomes now on 1st down, escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 4.
Now a handoff looking right. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st. And this winds up a disaster, nowhere near the marker. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And the Bills are going to get the football back. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. He'll give it to Jacobs to start the drive. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down.
First down, Buffalo.
Here's Jacobs. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today. We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Check 53, Mike. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And now here is another interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
10 at their own 20-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. So after the INT, it's Allen. And the Chiefs are going to get him.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Another try after the 1st down sack. Allen, and this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. From the gun, it's Allen. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34.
To number 18.
It's a big play for the Bills on 3rd down. 48 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy. Mike 50.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Allen. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Allen to throw once more. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs, and he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
A gain of 10 yards. And it's third.
To throw on third down. Allen. And that is incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. And again, it's Allen. And this is caught at the 8. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on fourth down to bring up first and goal.
Mine 19. Get him. Alert. 50's the mic.
And Allen is actually going to throw it here. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact, I'd probably send a note to the clock operator. Let it run.
Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want to execute.
It's caught inside the 25. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
Alert.
Allen off the play fake. Flush to his right. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. All that for a 2-yard gain, second down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
So Allen's going to look to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Yards to go.
Now Allen to throw on third down. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Pass completed to Stephen Carlson. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time. Now a gain of 20 here. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Fletcher. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Operating from the red zone now, Allen. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
One final try for Mahomes. That's caught for the additional 2 points. It'll only matter to the final scoreline, and that is the final act